Good morrow, scholars. Welcome back to Resident Evil. Now, once again, for some reason, Bandicam decided to be stupid beyond belief, and I have to re-record my audio entirely in post-production rather than in real time. So you get to see my physical reactions, but you don't get to hear me screaming, so I guess that's a good thing. Now, here is a door that I hadn't discovered until right before recording, and while I was looking up where to go next, I noticed that that was the door that I was supposed to go to. So here we have a lock combination that is apparently random from what I read, and you have to click on here, and then if you guys remember the room with the oil lamps, each of those whatchamacallit, the symbols correspond to one of these eyes without eyelashes or without eyelashes. And then the color of the oil corresponds to one of the billiards balls in the billiard table. Now here, because I'm kind of a doofus, I had whatchamacallit, I had to go back and get all of those because I forgot what each number was for what color. And here, because I'm completely stupid, instead of going back and getting that herb, I decide to just use it and throw it away, essentially, so that I can have 3 bottles. And I was about to leave so that I could drop some stuff and get all 4 bottles, but it turns out you just need the 3, so I could have just done that. Hey, sister, did you find your shirt?
Yes, that's why I'm interrupting you.
Okay, cool. You want to say hi to everybody?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, geez. Is that all you wanted to say?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She's just mad because I don't have the Fire Nation t-shirt that she
Peace
wants.
up.
How dare you? I kind of do. What?
Just wanted to say good luck. We're all counting on you.
Thank you.
And don't call me Shirley.
Surely you jest. Oh man, we love that movie. I miss you, Leslie Nielsen. Okay. So here, because I had no idea what I was doing, I had my phone out and I was checking to see how I'm supposed to mix all these all these things together. And for some reason, I decided not to pause the recording where I was, so that I could get all the stuff together. And I've forgotten the order, but I believe you mix the red over there with the yellow, and then you mix the yellow with the water, and then you mix that with the concoction of the red and yellow mixed together, and then you mix the water with the red, and then you mix those two together, and that's where we go from here. But yeah, I've completely forgotten what I was doing in one order. Let's see. What was I doing here? I like the way Jill just kind of stands there. She's just all sassy. Okay. Alright, let's see. I'm pretty sure this is where I figure out how to mix everything in together. Okay, was it the red and the water first? It looks like it was. And then it was the yellow and then that concoction together. Alright, and I get the orange. That makes sense. Alright, and then from there, I think it was the water and the yellow that you mix together. Right? Okay, so I just had a couple of things turned around in my rendition. Alright, and then you mix those two together. You mix the two that you have now together, and then you mix the final two together, and then you mix them together again, and that gives you something called V-Jolt, and this is some kind of plant killer, I guess. I don't know. If you guys remember, in a prior episode, we were discussing, what was it? How it was in one of the diary entries, or I guess one of those logs, and they were discussing the plant 42. This is the thing that you use to kill it. And you mix it all up together, and then you've got to go to this certain room way back where... Okay, yeah. Here, you mix the water, I think it was. I don't remember now. It doesn't matter. You guys can tell what I was doing. I don't really need to go over it again and again and again. Like I said, I've just played this and had to do everything else. It's kind of hard to tell what I was doing in post-production where I'm recording. And let's see. So I leave it here because I'm discussing where I'm supposed to go next, and you've got to go down to the area where you encountered the sharks. You guys remember them for the very first time. Alright, so what I do is I pause the recording, and then I pick up from where I'm getting close to where we need to go, and it's back down that one room, you remember, where Jill was listening in on the conversation. And I come to this guard room, you remember, and I'm like, I don't want to go over there. Well, it turns out these tentacles don't actually grab you. It's just kind of there. So, what you do is you use it on them. On my way down, I had stopped by the item box, and I dropped off the 2 empty glass bottles on the off chance that I might need them later. I look around the room, not much of anything in here, and I start making my way back towards where I was. Do you remember? Well, I'm going to be going there soon anyway. Okay, so I just kind of go back the way I came, and I can't decide whether I should go that way. The shark scared me. Ultimately, I decided to go back through this room and go through those doors because it gets me the closest to the upstairs, or I guess the residence area. Alright, now here I discussed how I had to restart my Pokemon Nuzlocke because, oddly enough, no sound was recorded in the last one. And I had to because I had made it quite a ways in, and that's what makes me so upset, is because 2 videos today, and then the last one, for no reason, had no sound. So I may go back and I'll check the episode of Resident Evil that I uploaded before this one, and see if it had sound. But honestly, at this point, I think I'm just going to continue onwards. But here, I was also discussing all the lost commentary I had in my video in the Pokemon Nuzlocke. For instance, I was discussing Donald Trump and his inability to be intelligent, and the only reason he's getting as much exposure as he is because he's that stupid. But he's not only stupid, he's very much a troll, and he knows that if he says something, it'll be controversial, and that'll get people talking about him. And, what's up, Iggy? And that's what he wants, pretty much, is just people talking about him so that he can feel like a sense of validation. So, I call on you, my viewers, to not watch him or talk about him anymore, and I hope that this will be the last I ever speak of him. Alright, so we go back down into this room, and I had forgotten for a second which way I was supposed to go, and then I remembered. If you recall, in that one room with the books where you have to change the order, It's right across from the door that I just discovered. How I missed it, I can never know. But something interesting happens because you used the V-Jolts when you did and where you did. You go through here, like normal. I expected there to be a zombie. You go through the door. That's important, obviously. Now, you take a few steps in, and a short cutscene takes place. And, oh my goodness. It shrivels up, it's getting all mean, and it's very disgusting, it's very graphic, it's very euphemism here. Now, I discuss a lot of naughty tentacles every time this comes up. Oh my gosh. Barry comes to the rescue with a mini flamethrower gun, which I discuss in the real world would not help that much because the fuel burns extremely quickly. I know, especially in movies like this, that they can have prolonged flame hooked up, but real fuel packs expunge too much fuel to be of any use for their weight, because they're like 100 pounds or so, and you can only use them for like a few seconds. I mean, it's not going to be just like 5 seconds, it's maybe 30, but 30 seconds isn't really as long as you think it is. Not unlike that one guy who fires off a 9mm, I think it was, or it's some sort of small handgun. It was on automatic fire, and so he holds it down, and for like 2 seconds it fires, and then it stops. And he looks at it like, "What? Why did it stop?"
What was that?
It's because those things fire at, depending on what gun you're using, a lot per second or per minute, but they don't have the capacity for prolonged fire, which is a very appropriate considering we were discussing flamethrowers just now.
Barry.
Something about that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't notice that.
I think I'll stay
And
here.
I remember I was reading this on TV Tropes, and that's how I found that video. And they point out how he looks at the gun like he's expecting it to fire more because it fires faster. Alright, here I just kind of explore around looking for something, because I noticed that there's a door on the map. On the map. Anyway. So, I look at the map, and I notice the door is completely covered by the Plant 42's remains, and I'm hoping that by the time I come back, if I have to, everything here will have withered away, and we can go from there and see what's behind that door. Although I think it just leads to another room that I've already been to. I'm not too sure. Alright, so as I'm coming down, I notice that there's something shiny in the fireplace. And I struggle, of course, getting around the banister because the camera angles keep changing and they mess with me still. I'm never going to get over that, honestly. Alright, so I start making my way back to the mansion, because that's where I need to go next. Barry is quite obviously up to something, and I believe we come up to a cutscene a little bit here. I find another red plant. I figure, why not, because I might need it later. Alright, I check the map because I forget where everything is. And again, I apologize that I have to do this in post. Man. I'll keep a better eye on Bandicam, I promise. And I think I may just record my voice using Audacity again. And I'll try and match up my mouth movements.
Wesker.
Okay, here we have Wesker again. And he's still wearing his sunglasses because he's a witch hag. And Jill's talking to him, and they talk about Barry and how he left her, well, how Wesker left her to fend for herself, and he says he's sorry, and I don't believe him.
Did you notice
That nose.
Barry,
There's something wrong with him.
A little flaky.
Now that you mention it, yeah.
And for some reason, Jill doesn't notice that Wesker's acting very
Maybe it's quite
strange.
natural under the circumstances.
But Barry,
It's not really our standard operation.
Barry
So
is.
our first
Huh.
priority is to get out of here.
I think it's because he's the pretty boy, and Barry's that rough and ragged 80s type of man's man. I don't know.
Okay.
That's just my
if there's
opinion.
Anything, I'll go back to the other mansion.
You don't have to take that with more than a grain of salt. So, yeah, I decided to end the episode here because, yeah. Or did I? Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think I ended the episode here. Hang on one second. I'm going to fix that. Alright, so what I do is I head back to the mansion after dropping off some stuff. And, okay, let me go ahead and fix up this video here real quick. Okay, no, never mind. I did end the episode here. I had forgotten. Okay. So, like I said, I'm going to end the episode here. Sort of, because I still got like 20 seconds to go before it gets to the end of the actual video. But after this, in the next episode, once I fix it tomorrow, or hopefully tonight I can fix it, I'll have both of them up with actual audio this time, and I'll take care of everything else later on as it develops. But until next time, goodbye everybody.